Nossa, olha só, não acredito que minha mãe decidiu preparar para mim e para Fernanda refeições felizes para comermos na escola hoje. Esse deve ser o melhor dia de toda a minha vida. Principalmente mal posso esperar para ver que brinquedo o McDonald's já decidiu me dar. Mas de qualquer forma, vou começar a comer a comida, pois estou com muita fome agora. Oh, hey Dave, nice to see you again man. Is everything okay right now? What made you start crying all of a sudden?
Felipe, the parent-teacher conferences are starting tomorrow, and I've been really scared about it ever since Mr. Glover announced it to my class this morning. I don't know what to do, because if my parents find out my actual grades, I'll definitely be grounded for life.
Oh dear, that sounds awful Dave. I'm very sorry to hear that. If only you could live with me and Fernanda, you wouldn't have to worry about getting around the tall things her mom doesn't care how well we do in school. There has to be a way to stop your stupid no phone parents from attending the parent-teacher meetings coming up because there's no way I want to get around for such a long time.
Wait a second Felipe, the part on where you were saying if only I could live with you and Fernanda just gave me an idea on how we can prevent my stupid parents from attending the parent-teacher conferences coming up. You'll definitely love this as this is probably the best idea I've ever come up with.
Oh my god, wow, really Dave, that's amazing. So, what's the idea you have in mind? I can't wait to hear it.
Well Felipe, basically, my idea is that I'll still go to the parent-teacher conference tomorrow, but instead of my actual parents being there with me, why don't you and Fernanda go to the meeting with me and you guys can pretend to be my parents instead?
Oh, wow, that actually sounds like a pretty good idea Dave. But wait a second, how would me and Fernanda possibly be able to pretend to be your parents without Mr. Dover noticing? After all, he would easily recognize since he used to be a teacher too.
Oh, well, I actually have that part covered for you and Fernanda Felipe. I was thinking that you guys should just dress up in some disguises and make your voices sound different so that way Mr. Glover would have no idea it's you guys and not my actual parents attending the meeting tomorrow.
Oh, that's a great idea Dave. Me and Fernanda actually love playing dress up a lot so we'll definitely be happy to do this. I'll go text Fernanda about this right now so we can get her involved in the plan for tomorrow.
Alright, the coast is clear. Looks like my parents have gone off with Bob to meet up with Miss Cawley or whatever her name is now, but anyways, time for me to go find Felipe and Fernanda so we can get this stupid conference over with.
Oh my gosh, hey Dave, it's so nice to finally see you again. How do me and Felipe look? We made sure to choose the best disguises that we thought would suit us for our plan.
You both look amazing Felipe and Fernanda. Mr. Glover's definitely gonna have no idea it's you guys now, but anyways, what are we waiting for? Let's go into my classroom right now so we can finally get this parent-teacher meeting over with.
All right, good afternoon, Mr. and Mrs. Johnson. So, how are you both doing right now?
Oh, hey Mr. Dover. We're doing pretty good at the moment. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, same here. I'm also doing fine right now, Mr. Dover.
Oh my goodness. Wow, I'm not trying to judge here, but you two certainly have the most deepest voices I've ever heard in my life, and at the same time, you both also look very familiar too. I feel like I've seen you both before at one point, but I can't pinpoint when exactly I have.
Oh, what do you mean we look familiar, Mr. Dover? We've never even seen you before in our lives. We've literally only been living in Calgary since on August of last year.
Oh, okay then. But anyways, I'll let us move on now so we can start talking about how Dave has been doing since September. So as you both would probably know, this discussion will mainly focus on Dave's grades and behavior performance that he has been putting throughout the school year so far.
Phew, I mean, all right then. So anyways, Mr. Dover, how has Dave been doing ever since the school year started? And my sister, I mean wife, wants to hear everything.
Well, Mr. and Mrs. Johnson, I hate to say it, but Dave has been performing very poorly in class throughout pretty much the whole school year so far, and it's not just his grades, but Dave also has some pretty bad behavioral issues too.
What do you mean by behavioral issues, Mr. Dover? Dave is always such a good boy at home, so what could possibly be so different with him at school?
Well, Mr. Johnson, throughout pretty much the whole school year, Dave has always been a very disruptive student, He often behaves and throws tantrums like a toddler when he doesn't get his way. And whenever we've done assignments on the school computers and iPads, he'll always just go on to any streaming service you can think of and watch episodes of Bunny and Friends throughout the whole period. I've booked technology for my class.
Wait, what? There's literally no way any of this can be true, Mr. Dover. Dave is always such an angel at home, so please tell us you're joking.
I'm not joking, Mrs. Johnson. Dave has really been behaving like this throughout pretty much the whole school year. Can you and your husband please discipline and have a talk with him about this when you get home? Because this behavior is very unacceptable and immature.
No. We wanted to say good things about Dave. 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 Please, Mr. Dover, we don't want Dave getting hounded by his stupid parents for such a long time if they find out about this.
Oh, you've got to be freaking kidding me right now. So that's why I was having very suspicious feelings about Dave's parents at the start of the meeting. I know you both are clearly not his parents at all now, as I can tell very well that it's you Felipe and Fernanda. Your silly costumes won't be able to fool me anymore. So, get off the floor and get out of my classroom right freaking now, as you guys were never supposed to be here in the first place.
Okay, fine, Mr. Stupid, we'll go, but just so you know, if Dave's parents decide to ground him for such a long time when he gets home, we'll make sure to get a revenge on you, as would be responsible for anything bad that happens to Dave.
Aha, there you are, Dave. We've been looking for you ever since Bob peeked out of his classroom door and noticed you weren't standing in the spot in the hallway. We told you to wait like we asked you to. You've certainly got a lot of explaining to do now, young man.
Oh no, it's Bob and my actual parents. I'm so busted now. Please don't ground me for such a long time when we get home, Mom and Dad. The only reason why I ran off here with Felipe and Fernanda pretending to be you guys was because I didn't want you to find out about my grades. So please don't ground me, Mom and Dad. I'm very sorry. War.